When it comes to leadership, it's all about influence, nothing less, nothing more. And if you want to become a leader in your life, it does not matter whether you have achieved your dream with one particular way or the other way. But if you wanted to become a leader, you will always become a leader provided you pursue it with a great passion and that burning desire in your life. My name is Alokk Joshi, the student of public speaking and human behavior. You might be wondering why I'm talking about leadership today, why it's not starting with public speaking. Because my special guest sitting in front of me today is a leader in one of the big corporates of India. And that's why I'm talking more about leadership. And today we are going to learn more about how you can fulfill your dream as a leader if you want to become a leader. So my today's special guest is Mr. Raj Kumar Samal, and Raj Kumar Samal is one of the leaders in a big pharmaceutical companies. So I would be asking Raj only to speak more about it. Before that, I welcome Raj. Raj, I welcome you on the show Alokk Joshi Talk to Rock show.
Thank you, Alok. Thank you very much. And I have been watching your show, Talk to Rock, and I've almost watched 6 episodes. And each episode of yours bring a lot of learnings. And you rightly said, every episode I see, I watch, I get a lot of learnings from those episodes. So I was actually waiting for your request. So I am grateful. I'm thankful that I am here today on your show. Thank you very much, Alok.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Raj. And I saw you always talking about leadership, leadership, leadership. So I just want to know or want to learn from you what attracted you towards leadership and how did you start your journey and what made you to become a leader? What was the thought process that you always wanted to become a leader and how did you fulfill your journey towards becoming a leader?
Yeah, when it comes to leadership, in my childhood, actually, I was born in Orissa. Then I did my schooling from Assam. It's a small town, Dumduma.
Yeah.
Then I did my 10th class from Orissa. I did my 12th class from Kendra Vidyalaya Sarsawa, which is in Uttar Pradesh. During my school journey, as my father, he was in it's Aviation Research Center, which is
Okay.
comes under the IB,
Okay.
Intelligence Bureau.
Okay.
So in our campus, we have lot of people, lot of seniors, lot of uncle, those who are colonel, those who are brigadiers, those who are major. So they were always in uniform, that army uniform as well as that Air Force uniform.
Right.
So I was always attracted to that uniform, and I had a passion that one fine day I will also become something similar to either an Indian Air Force or maybe Indian Navy or maybe Indian Army.
Right.
So that's attracted me. For that reason, I was always inclined toward something doing better, something maybe something as a leadership thing, thoughts.
So that's how you thought about becoming a leader.
Yeah,
So, and every journey starts with this a single step or a simple step towards fulfilling your dream. So,
right.
I would like to learn more about your journey, how you started your journey, where did you want to, because as we were also discussing earlier, you wanted to go somewhere else, but you ended up in something else. But your
Right.
idea of becoming a leader, that remained the same. So, how did you
Correct.
start your journey and then how did you make it to the leadership?
It's so nice of you because I always wanted to join that either Indian Military Academy. So after my graduation, I tried for CDS, which is Combined Defense Services. I in fact cleared the exams, which conducted under UPSC.
Right.
But unfortunately, I could not pass that SSB, which is known as Service Selection Board.
Yeah.
So then I tried a lot, but finally I thought now let me start a different journey because as you know, all for middle class family we need to have certain job to
Yeah.
fulfill our needs. So I started my journey as a medical representative. Maybe many of our viewers would have seen
Yes.
pharmaceutical guys going to a doctor, visiting a doctor, and talking about the medicines.
I'm also one
So,
of them. I also
Areva, so
started
nice
my
of you.
journey like that only.
Yeah, so when I started my journey as a medical representative, initially 1 year I was not knowing what is the job, what exactly I'm going to head. But then my area manager, I still remember his name is Rajiv Arora. He actually gave me the direction. He said, and he talked to me, he interacted with me a lot. Then he understood what are my actually goals.
Yeah.
He said, if you want to grow in your career, why don't you do your present job as a medical representative in a better way?
Okay.
So from there, I started working seriously. I started delivering my targets, but I had always one passion to lead a team, to
Right.
take a senior leadership position. Then after that, I got a promotion. Then I became an area manager, and an area manager handles 4 or 5 representatives. I started my journey as an area manager. I understood what is the role and responsibility of a manager. From there, slowly and gradually, then I become an regional manager, which is basically known as a state head.
Yeah.
I was actually handling entire Delhi, and there my journey as a manager's manager started because area manager were reporting to me. So there I understood human behavior, how actually to get results from them, how to channelize their entire resources, how to mobilize the entire team,
Right.
how to motivate the entire team so that they get inspired, and whatever is the company goal, they start delivering those goals.
Yes.
So then slowly and gradually my journey started. Then I become an zonal manager, which is known as a zone.
Right.
Then I took up a all India position, which is a national sales manager. So which was basically a head office role.
Okay.
There I understood how we should have a cross-functional, what to say, collaboration. How we should talk to the entire other division people.
Right.
How we should make some strategies, some plans, some activities so that that can be rolled out in the field.
Okay.
And I was responsible for my P&L, profit and loss also.
Right.
So there I understood the journey is not that easy, but I had
Yes.
always a desire to excel in my career. So I took it up as a challenge. Then I started learning from a lot of my seniors, my mentors, my juniors. I always believed in reverse mentoring also
Right.
because I still remember in my previous company, we had a lot of few MBA graduates. So I used to talk to them. I used to actually sit with them and we had a chat with them. So they had a lot of depth because they are newcomers. So they used to give me a lot of reverse mentoring. So from them, I used to learn a lot of digital interventions, how we should actually do digital platform, how we should do digital marketing. And gradually, now I'm heading a sales and marketing position, as you rightly said. But I still believe I'm a medical representative right now also, because I can't forget my roots.
Right.
My root, my root. I started as a medical rep, though I have a designation of GM sales and marketing, but I still believe I'm a salesperson, and I always been talking to everyone
Right.
that whatever said and done, what is leadership, as you rightly said, I also have a strong belief it is influencing the team. If I can influence my team member that this is the thing which I believe that if we do, then we may achieve our goal.
Right.
And then they start believing in my dream and they start coming closer to me.
Right.
Once they start coming closer to me, then I can motivate them. So what I
Sure.
believe, first influencing is the first step, and obviously when they see the result, then they start feeling a bit motivated.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Raj, because I also can resonate with you because I also started my journey as a medical representative and I still can't forget those days. But
Yes.
yes, of course, my dream was also to become something else. So today, I'm doing whatever I wanted to do, and you also are at the place where you wanted to be in your life.
Right.
And one thing more intrigues me about you, Raj, because you are also a student of public speaking.
Yes.
So reaching to this place of higher leadership, how did you think that public speaking is going to help you out, or
Uh,
what intrigued you into public speaking?
you actually asked the right question because I was, to be very frank, at this position, I am actually talking to team every time, either through digital platform or through a personal one-to-one interaction. So I knew that what are my strengths, but at the same time, I knew what are my weaknesses. I obviously knew that there are few words, few sentences. Sometimes I fumble. I thought, why not to? work on my weaknesses, because I always had a learning agility. Because whatever comes to me, I always had a passion to learn something new. So one fine day, I understood while watching the Facebook channel. Then I thought, why not try it out as a public speaking? I knew this is an area which, if I work upon, one fine day it's going to help me, because, as I said, and you also said, that I need to influence my team.
Yeah.
And in the process of influencing, if I use the right words, if I use the right emotions, if I choose the right words, and if I use communication with empathy,
Yeah.
so that will help me to actually connect to my team. So
Right.
that's what brought me, and that's what actually hooked me to learn a bit about public speaking. I'm actually still a small student. I'm actually a kindergarten student in public speaking. Long way to go. I'm always happy to learn.
Right.
So that's how I started my journey.
And Raj, apart from this, also I have seen. That's why I call you middleman also. And for the information of my viewers, I just want to inform you that Raj has the tons of medals. And if it is possible, I would definitely take a picture from Raj and I'll show you in this show only. So Raj, please
Yeah.
send me that image. Raj
In
has
in
won, yeah, Raj has won many medals. So what are these medals about, Raj?
Yeah, if you permit me, I can just twist my
Sure, sure,
camera
sure,
and
sure.
show
Yeah.
and show you the medals.
Oh my
So
God. Oh my God.
so these are the medals.
Oh, it seems like you're selling the medals. Right? दुकान है यार ये तो मेडल की दुकान है. Oh my God.
Yeah,
So many medals won. So you're an
yeah.
athlete also. Yeah, Raj.
Yeah,
Great.
uh, I just because in this point is very close to me, I'll take a little bit more
Sure,
time.
sure, sure. Please.
Yeah, in my school days, in 11th and 12th, I was the best athlete. So I still remember our sports teacher, Mr. Tyagi sir.
Yeah.
In 11th class, I came first in 400 meter, first in 800 meter,
Right.
first in 1500 meter, as well as I came first in javelin throw. Then he said, no, no, you cannot participate in more than three. So in 12th class, he fixed up a rule that you have to participate only in three formats. So in 12th class, I represented my school for the zonal sports meet at Chandigarh. And then, as you know, we are a middle class family. After that, I was in a rat race of maybe searching for a job, then earning money and all. So in 2014, I was actually looking for something to do about my health. I started walking, then I slowly started jogging, because inside me there was an athlete which was there maybe in a dormant stage. So I saw an ad in the newspaper in which it was talking about some half marathon at Hiranani, which is in Godbanda Road, Thane. So from there, my journey started. I did my first 10-kilometer race, and I finished in sub 60, which is less than 1 hour. So then I understood, fine, let me explore this out. And from there, my journey started. Then I started participating in Tata Mumbai Marathon, Satara Hill Run, as well as Armed Force Medical College AFFG Pune Run, and many more. And this journey continues. But I love running because, as I feel while running, I can understand who I am, who am I. I can understand and I can correlate each and every kilometer. When I complete each and every kilometer, what are the struggle, how I finish my race, and how I should correlate those things into my day-to-day life. And one thing I like to say, लोग कहते हैं कि मेहनत का फल मीठा होता है, but मेरे लिए मेहनत का फल नमकीन है. Why? Because when you run, you sweat, and sweat are always salt. And I love this.
Absolutely. So, because I was always thinking about what are these medals about, right? So, whenever
Yeah,
you posted your post and everything, I was just wondering. So, Raj, because as a leader, you always have to find out how can you bring out that hidden potential from your followers, from your team.
correct.
That's very much
Right,
important. And when you do it yourself, you learn more about.
right,
Right, because you experiment on yourself, then you get the confirmation. Yes, it works. So then
right.
it becomes very easy for a leader to bring out those hidden potentials in your team. That's
Right.
absolutely true. So
Right.
being a fighter, being an athlete, and a fit personality as such, what are your future plans, Raj? With all those, you have reached one peak of your career. Where do you want to see yourself in coming years, and what are your plans?
You said it because one thing which why I joined this public speaking classes, because I have a dream. Maybe in next 3 or 4 years, by the time I'll turn around 50 years, I maybe want to start some organization or maybe some NGO, because what I feel, we have many youngsters, those who are qualified. They have either an BSc degree or a BA degree or an MBA degree,
Right.
but they come from tier 2 or tier 3 cities or towns. They struggle in form of actually how to present themselves during the hiring process, because I have seen many of the youngsters, those who are good at academy, they are good at their work, but they are unable to present themselves. They are not able to crack the interviews. So I have a plan to start an organization or an NGO where I would be taking some sessions and helping those youngsters without charging them a single penny. Because what I believe, because the journey which I started as a medical rep till here, I've seen a lot of struggles, and I want those youngsters should take the same journey but with less struggle. So in their journey, if I can help them to crack interview, if I can tell them how to actually plan your career, it doesn't matter. Like I started, had an ambition to join Indian Army or maybe Indian Air Force. Fine, I could not qualify. But still, if you have a dream, if you have a passion, with a small job like a medical representative, which other feel, but I don't feel. I always feel pride. I always feel proud that I'm a medical representative, and still I'm a medical representative. So with the job of medical representative, we can reach here. So that journey, if I can share with some of the youngsters, if I can help them in their journey of getting a job, then a career growth, that's my dream thing which I'm planning. Let's see how it turns up. But definitely, maybe 4 years or 5 years, I'll start this journey, because what I feel, भगवान का दिया काफी कुछ है. Maybe if I can serve the nation in certain form, because I feel I'm still an Fauji. Because
Right.
as I said, my father, he was in the armed forces. My brother, he is in CRPF. So end of the day, I feel if I can contribute something to this, to someone, specifically the youngsters,
Right.
because you rightly said, our youngsters have the hidden potential. If we can optimize their resources, if we can optimize their thought process, if we can optimize their energy, and if you can channelize their energy into right direction, I believe we'll have a wonderful days, and we'll have a people will have a career growth, will have a career aspiration for all the youngsters. That's what I
Yes.
feel.
Great. So, a person influenced by the armed forces wanted to become a leader, could not clear that exam in armed forces, but that leadership desire never died. Started as a medical
Right.
representative, then just up the ladder of all the leadership steps, and now at the peak of the leadership, and now the leadership which wants to transform the others into leadership. That's how what a different goal a leader should always adopt after learning all those things, and percolation of those skills is very much important, because that's the only way that you can leave your legacy when you are not available on this earth plan.
Right.
Great, Raj. That was something very
Look,
inspiring. And yeah.
yeah, one thing, this is the book which is very close to me.
Oh, Atomic Habits. Wow.
Yeah. Uh, I have actually read this book maybe 11 times. So
11.
every time, 11, 1 and 1, 11. So whenever I read this book, every page I see a different perspective.
Okay.
One thing which actually attract me, it talks about teeny habits.
Okay.
If if we can make a 1% change in our habits,
Right.
and as the author says, Habits is actually a compounding interest type. If I
Right.
can change my habit, one fine day I'll become a better version of myself.
Hmm.
That's what I
Absolutely.
believe,
Right.
and that's what I want to propagate to the entire youngsters, to everyone.
Right. And especially Raj, one more last thing, because we have so many might be common friends,
Yeah,
because you belong to pharma, I also, you belong right now and I belong
yeah,
to pharma. So
yeah.
we have so many friends. What message do you want to give to those youngsters who have just entered this pharma field, who are medical representatives? Because I used to take sessions in pharmacy colleges also. So,
Okay.
and people out there who are just new medical representatives, they have just adopted newly the managerial roles, became area manager, newly regional manager. What would be your message as the GM of the top pharma? What would be your message to these people, young leaders?
Yeah, my message to the newcomers, what I believe, your medical representative is not a job of selling a brand. Is basically whatever we deliver to the doctor. Each and every medicine, each and every calls, whatever you do, you actually help someone who or is need of a medicine. So what I believe, we medical representatives are actually serving the nation, first of all. Second, what I always have a strong belief, and I talk to my team member also, that you should not never run for a high salary or maybe for money. If you look for a career progression, if you have a good career progression, then definitely money will follow you. Because what youngsters do nowadays, if they get maybe 10,000, 20,000 extra, then they switch the company. So what I would request them, what I would give the message to them, you look in, if you are a medical representative, try to do the best whatever you are at, then try to learn something, then understand what are the role of an area manager. Once you become an area manager, obviously your salary, your CTC, your all the things will be taken care of. As you grow in your career, the salary will start growing. So that is the second message which I want to give to the entire new youngsters, and to the newly regional manager or the zonal manager. You always should have empathy toward your team. You should not never forget that we were medical representative at one point of time. We should know what are the pain, we should know what are the suffering of the medical representative. Once you understand, once you have that feeling of empathy, then believe me, the bonding of a medical rep with the manager will be best. Once you have that bonding, then whatever you talk to them, whatever you tell them, they will do because they believe in you. Unfortunately, what I have seen nowadays, few of the senior manager, like specifically the regional manager and the zonal manager, they forget that one fine day earlier they were medical representative. So they lack the word empathy. So we all should practice this. We all should propagate this so that we should help our team member to achieve more. And that is only possible if we understand their pain, we understand their agony, we understand how tough is the job. Because every day they're getting rejection from the doctors. Every day they're getting rejection from the chemist. Every day they're getting rejection from the patients also. So we as a leader need to motivate them. We as a leader need to talk to them. No, need not to worry. This journey is tough, but one fine day you'll at this position, you'll enjoy the job. So that's what message I want to give to the entire the senior managers, regional managers, as well as the newcomers. And finally, one message to all the B pharmacy or the D pharmacy candidates: don't feel that this job is a lower job. What I believe, anyone in this India or world taking a diabetic medicine or a cancer medicine or any medicine will say thanks to you, because you are the person who is actually telling the doctor the benefit of the molecule or the medicine. So you should feel that you are the person who is actually making a change to when it comes to the patient, change when it comes to the mindset of a doctor, change when it comes to the mindset of a pharmacy. So you are doing a noble job. So you should always feel proud of this job.
Love what you do. That's the
Yeah,
ultimate thing. And find the reason to love your job. Find the
Thank you.
reason. When you find the reason, you give the best message to your brain and mind that yes, you are doing for something good for yourself as well as for the people outside over there. So in a whole discussion, Raj, I find influence, influence, and influence, and influence. Whether you got influenced by somebody, then you started influencing yourself. Then, as the leadership position, you started influencing others. So now the John Maxwell's this saying comes very true. Leadership is all about influence, nothing less, nothing more. Ladies and gentlemen, the best leadership interviews or the shows I have done till now, I find it so relevant to the field, pharma field, as well as to the people who are seeking for the managerial position or the leadership position. They must see this show because these are the live example, these are the live leadership positions which are telling you something how you should go up to the ladder. And then going up to the ladder, it's not the ultimate goal. Then handling the people, managing the people, motivating them to fetch those results expected from them. So that's how the leadership is all about, personified in Raj Kumar Samal. Thank you very
Alok,
much. Yeah.
yeah, Alok, before we end, I would like to add one thing.
Yeah.
It's not that because I'm in a show for that reason I'm talking this one. Whenever I used to watch your YouTube channel and whenever I used to watch your videos, to be very frank, I'm telling it in front of the audience, you always inspired me because the energy level which you bring in your each videos, the voice modulation which you use in each video, I actually always try to maybe copy it because I believe the way you bring in the energy, the way you use your voice modulation is really wonderful. For that reason I got inspired and I was actually waiting to be called to your show, and I feel honored, I feel happy that actually I got a time, I got a call from you and today morning, and it's really nice to be in your show, Alok.
It's all about Raj. I also had the same thing in mind that I want to become a mediator of this energy transformation. I want this energy to be transmitted to other people so that, and the sole purpose of starting this show to transmit that energy like you are here today. So from your energy, the aura, this will be through me, this will be transformed to the other leaders who are aspiring leaders. So that's the sole aim of mine, and thank you very much for that. See, admiration at all. So I'm just becoming a medium, Raj. And this is how it was the wonderful show, the leadership skills that we learned today just because of Raj Kumar Samal. So this was all about the show, my dear friends. My name is Alokk Joshi. And before that, I take the call, or I just say goodbye to
Thank
you.
you.
I just want each and every pharmaceutical people, especially, to just go through this video and learn from this leadership.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Raj, for being here. I'm honored to have you on this
Same here.
show.
Thank you, Alok. Thank you very
So
much.
yeah,
And I wish that this
thank you.
your show will keep growing day by day, month by month, and a lot of youngsters will get influenced by you. I had got influenced.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much, Alok. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. My name is Alokk Joshi, watching you smiling there. We'll meet again with the same smile. Thank you very much.